We are talking about a systematic and methodical method of genocide that today uses more subtle tools than it did 200 years ago. And systematic and methodical it is. Our people, and every day, everywhere they turn, are being told, you are not good enough. You are not valuable as a native person. Your language, your culture, your history, your customs, your ceremonies, none of those things are valuable. Even the way you look is wrong. The way your skin color is wrong. The way you dress is wrong. The things you eat are wrong. And in order to be any kind of a human being, any kind of real person, you have to dress a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You even have to pitch your voice a certain pitch. Because if you look too Indian, if you look too native, then there's something wrong with you. There's something really wrong with you that you are not going to be able to succeed to do anything. You'll never be any good at anything. You're ignorant, you're savage, you're primitive, and you always will be as long as you're native. That's the subtle message. And sometimes it's more than subtle. Sometimes it's blatant in the legislative process, in the bureaucratic processes, in the instruments that they use in the schools. It's either you become like them, become white, non-native, or you're nothing. You may as well die. You may as well commit suicide, be a drunk or whatever. Because if you're anything else, then you're ignorant, you're savage, you're valueless. And the thing about that is that they have every way of telling you that. Every way of showing you that. Every way of making sure you understand that you know your place, that you can only succeed if you become like them. We are valuable. We're much more valuable and much more precious in what we have today than ever before, and that becomes more and more clear to me as I look at the world and I look at the systems and I look at the sickness there and I look at the healing that needs to be done. And the onus is on each one of us. The onus is not on someone else. We cannot say, well, who am I to do anything about it? I'm just one little person. I can't change the system. I can't do anything about it. Every one of us has that responsibility. Every one of us can take on that responsibility. Every one of us are responsible, whether we want to be or whether we don't want to be. Things happen through action or non-action. It's your choice. You can be a teacher, and you're always a teacher, no matter what you do, no matter if you don't want to be. You are. You either teach good or you teach bad. Because people around you are affected by what you say, by what you do, by how you are, the things that you work at, the things that you promote, the things that you represent.
The power of the mind is a thing that keeps you from just submitting and eliminating yourself right now. Black people are at a state of mind where they're eliminating themselves like crazy because they don't know who they are.
If the state won't kill us, then we'll have to kill ourselves. It's no longer good etiquette to headhunt savages, so we'll just have to do it ourselves. It's not polite to violate squaws, so we'll just have to find an Indian to oblige us. It's poor form to let an Indian starve. We'll have to deprive our young ourselves. Blinded by niceties and polite liberality, we can't see our enemy, so we'll just have to kill each other. In this field of dying leaves, dead grass, and rustling winds, blooms a lone autumn rose. Death. Death hangs over us like a black widow maker on a treeless mountainside. A beleaguered army caught in a valley we thought green, lush, and teeming with life, suddenly become a swamp full of alligators, leeches, filth, and disease. Disease and death. Dis-ease. Caused more by the shame of being fooled one more time. In the darkness of our own confusion, we have forgotten our reason for being.
Now you have the American Indian people, at least they still have a cultural alliance to their past, and they have known exactly how they've been fucked around. Black people right at this point don't know. If you ask black people about American Indians, I think the consensus would be like, I ain't giving a fuck, because they don't know. Hey, you talk about brainwashed, lost people. They ain't giving a fuck about anybody else. They ain't giving a fuck about them. If you don't give a fuck about yourself, you ain't giving a fuck about anybody else. So, those alliances are not there only because that black people are here, like I told you. Because we don't even know where we are, or who we are, or what we are. You know what I'm saying? At least the American Indian, they've been, it's just blatant, And but they do have their cultural ties, and they do know what's happening to them. They at least try to attack you. But like Bobby Seale's bugging out, the whole thing is that you don't get entwined into doing it the system's way, and you could live, breathe a certain way, and also at the same time you got to not give a fuck, not give a fuck. got to think.
Bury my heart on the vast plains where freedom quests end in merciless violence, cradling the dust of another frontier.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Bury my heart in cold print on the dead dry leaves of books unfinished, censored by a foreign mind.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Bury my heart in the city of sorrow, amid mazes of broken rock which hide the evidence of natural visions, pure and sweet.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Bury it in bottles, in stairwells, in between buildings, where survivors survive an unsheltered existence. Bury it where grass grows silent, in between scapes of rolling gray tonnage.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Let its spirit rise above unsound burial grounds and soar towards the observant sky. Let it pierce the clouds like the legendary arrow from the bow of leaders past.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Cleanse its sharp penetrating tip before natural law pulls it back down. To stand erect on the dust-settled plain, where hopeful heartbeats ceased, stripped of their dignity. Let the ghost dance persist around the sacred tree, with determined feet pounding the still warm earth. Of Wounded Knee and beyond.
Bury my heart, bury my heart.
Broken. Work each day on the welfare line, collect blood money for wasting time. Thoughts are faded over what to do. Can you feel what I'm going through?
Promises of food and there was none. Promises of land and there was none. So we sent for more beer and now it's gone. Now you tell me that the check is in the mail.
I've been robbed of my heritage line, repeated numbings on my aching mind. A pounding holds my rage in check, always aware I'm an animal kept.
Promises of food and there was none. Promises of
birth each passing day. Who's the father? Who can say? Families grow, prefabricated house, cold dark faces of futures in doubt.
Promises of food and there was none. Promises of land and there was none. So we sent for more beer and now it's gone. Now you tell me that the check is in the mail.
Polluted rivers, more added woes. When will it stop? Nobody knows. Discontent, a church on fire, mercury poisoning, no desire. Divide and conquer our battered wills. Look to the forest, the silence could kill. Payment plan, it's known as cash for life. Systematic mystery on a reservation life. Woman beaten, smashed in head. Lord only knows when her children were fed. I look down the road, there's children sniffing glue. Only escape from nothing to do.
Promises of food and there was none. Promises of land and there was none. So we sent for more beer and now it's gone. Now you tell me that the check is in the mail.
Smoking, smoking, smoking. A hunter hunts for dignity, taken away with bureaucracy. Maybe he'll take his gun instead and place the barrel to his head. He might pull the trigger and end his life, aim and fire and shoot his wife. Either way, it's endless strife, systematic misery on a reservation life.
Promises of food and there was none. Promises of land and there was none. So we sent for more beer and now it's gone. Now you tell me that the check is in the mail.
Broken, token, broken, token.
History lesson. Out of the belly of Christopher's ship, a mob burst, running in all directions, pulling furs off animals, shooting buffalo, shooting each other, left and right. Father Meanwell waves his makeshift wand, forgives saucer-eyed Indians. Red-coated knights gallop across the prairie to get their men and to build a new world. Pioneers and traders bring gifts, smallpox, Seagrams, and Rice Krispies. Civilization has reached the promised land. Between the snap, crackle, pop of smokestacks and multicolored rivers swelling with flower-powered Z, are farmers sewing skulls and bones, and miners pulling from gaping holes green paper faces of a smiling the colossi in which they trust, while burying breathing forests and fields beneath concrete and steel, stand shaking fists, waiting to mutilate whole civilizations 10 generations at a blow. Somewhere among the remains of skinless animals is the termination to a long, doomed, and unholy search for the power glimpsed in a garden, forever closed, forever lost. Keeper's words. Makers are mockers, so said the grandmother. Her tribal conscience rode at her elbow, as inherited as her brown skin. Her words, smooth, carved as bone, and so old no one remembered, were placed side by side in a pattern fashioned in the beginning of her kind. There will be no new words in man designs to break up what is sacred and leave forget in its place. We are keepers. We must not change. On this earth lives a cannibal monster who devours himself because he changes so much as he grows that he forgets what his tail looks like. I'll be around, she said, soon after death lunges forward out of the rabble. I will stand on a hilltop for you, a black dot against blazing red, and my shadow will stretch long and narrow over the earth curve to seep into the little ones, even now skipping behind you. And all your sound songs will be no more than food for that monster, but the sacred words will still be whispered in shadows. You will hear and understand. Nothing is new, only changed. And there are no men who are makers, just changers. World renewal song. Nothing was good. The winds blew and grasses died. I thought I was pitied, so I longed for a whole time song. I danced for it in deerskins. I made thought with paint and red lines from little finger to the left shoulder. I, silent, listening by dying grasses, began hearing at dawn. A new fire is lighted. The finished world is here, formed in mind patches. It has come, the song for rain and green and good. I sit by talking grasses now, with nothing more to make a good world of than thought paint and dance talk in lines. But song colors pour over my world, and my good time still goes on. We'll hear and understand. Nothing is new, only changed. And there are no men who are makers, just changers.
Look here, old chap, it's us who gave you civilization. Invasion. If a man in your house told you to come out and told you to live in the garden, if it happened to you, tell me what would you do? Wouldn't you fight and fight and fight them? Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to other people's land to conquer was their intention. Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to America to try conquer the Red Indian. Well, I don't know about you, but I tell you what I do when I am looking at a Western. When I'm watching a telly, I don't really see the Red Indian as a real bad man. They had a lot to give cause they didn't want to live in a little old dirty reservation. Cause they didn't care cause they were just there defending their own homeland. Europeans come not one by one but in their tens and thousands with the intention of taking all the best land and giving the Indian the bad one. Well, you must understand that the Red Indian were not just savages or madman, cause I am aware that they were just there reacting like any human. If a man in your house told you to come out and told you to live in the garden, if it happened to you, tell me what would you do? Wouldn't you fight and fight and fight them? If a man in your house told you to come out and told you to live in the garden, if it happened to you, tell me what would you do? Wouldn't you fight and fight and fight them? Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to other people's land to conquer was their intention. Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to South Africa to try conquer the South African. Cecil Rhodes and Embassy of European did come with African land. They came for a fight with a gun in them right and them Bible in the left hand. They treated us with enough disgust, never treat we like man and woman. Treated us like something from outer space, like something that you wouldn't spit on. We were first class citizens in Africa, they made us second class citizens. It is mad and bad and so sad to be a prisoner in your own land. But me people are fight for the truth and the right, and the truth and the right must stand. So that system apartheid must be destroyed and it can't carry on too long. If a man come in your house and told you to come out and told you to live in the garden, if that happened to you, tell me what would you do? Wouldn't you fight and fight and fight them? If a man in your house told you to come out and told you to live in the garden, if it happened to you, tell me what would you do? Wouldn't you fight and fight and fight them? Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to other people's land to conquer was their intention. Those old Europeans were very cheeky man. They would turn round and say that they gave us civilization. Hear them now? Look here, old chap, it's us who gave you civilization. If it wasn't for us, you'd be running around without any clothes on. We taught you to eat with a knife in the right and a fork in your left hand. If it wasn't for us, you'd be fighting with spears instead of with shotgun. We think your gold and silver is sufficient payment for bringing you out of the past and right into the present. You owe a lot to us, I'm sure you're in agreement. So anything we say to do, just do it and keep silent. These so-called civilized man did come with them big weapon. Kill off tiger, elephant, rhinoceros and lion. Then put them head in a dining room for decoration. Now tell me, does that sound like a civilized person? Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to other people's land to conquer was their intention. Those old Europeans were very clever man. They always made it seem like that they weren't the righteous one. Cause everybody in ya have a television, and each and everybody must have seen Tarzan. You know the one where you see only for African, looking kind of mean with them war paint on. And from one tree, swing a white man a show, oh, 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 like a any madman. And with one dry piece of knife in the man, and kill all the African one by one. Well, me and you know it's imagination, but to some people this is confusion. It's just another trick, a diversion, created by the grand old European. The old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to other people's land to conquer was their intention. Those old Europeans, they had a lot of man. They went over to America, went over to South Africa, went over to India, went over to Australia, went over to Canada, went over to Jamaica, went.
In South Africa today, a bomb spoke in my head. Wake up, Laguma, you're dead. The whisper, soft as it was, disturbed my dream. I got up, placed my feet on the ground, and felt the blood leaking from my toes. You see, the rubble and the splinters and the ashen-bearing bones, the broken glass and the mortar were all absent on the eve I laid to rest. The smell of dinner hung restlessly above the still crisp dew. The sun, halfway up, shattered the moon stuck between a dripping standpipe and a Sasol pipeline, and I don't remember the night. Only a brief flash of two still Kodak-color prints. The first, in black and white, sits in my family album. I was only 10, didn't know the world then, but I could see the future behind the trees. My toenails always cried blood. They saw clearer than my eyes. Now all the trees have died. The second photo framed a woman and a man, maybe her husband, their black skins gleaming under the red haze of unsettled ash. He, bare-chested, bit into the curse once flung to the sky aimlessly. The woman, her face scarred by tear tracks, stooped in what seemed like a first prayer pose, her eyes closed, but it could have been the pain of a lost labor. While in the background, a small box meant for believers en route to Namibia sat atop a house without trees. On its side read, Bibles, handle with care. Yet beneath the rubble and the splinters and the ashen-bearing bones, the broken glass and the mortar, there are no writings on the walls. 6'6" houses without trees, handle with care, but throw the bodies anywhere. With a last throb, my heart broke into tears. In South Africa today, there are no tears for fears, gentle songs, only bloodshot eyes from sleepless nights, a stillborn cries. No northern lights, except the fire on our southern breaths from the fuel of improvised riots. No live aid, because you don't feed fighters, even if they are children. We are not the world, just that valley without peace. As the picture crumbled, I heard the sound, and I don't remember the night. In Havana, nights are black, tainted only by the moon, and heart sounds linger in doorways. Here in exiled Havana, I slept last night. But I am in South South Africa today. I am in South Africa today. I am in South Africa today. I'm in South Africa today. In South Africa today. South Africa today. South Africa today. South Africa.
ለሁሉም የወገን መድኃኒት አንድነት ለፍቅር ለሰላም ለእውነት የምታስተዳድር በተቻላት አቅም እናት ናት መድኃኒት ለሰው ልጆች ፍቅር በጋና ክረምትን የምታፈራርቅ ሰውን ቀዝቀዝ አርጋ ደግሞም የምታሞቅ ጋሻ ሰላምን ወይንም ጦርነትን በቁጥጥሯ ነው ይህችን ዓለም
እና መብራት ሕይወት አንድነት በጋና ክረምትን የምታፈራርቅ ሰውን ቀዝቀዝ አርጋ በጋና ክረምትን የምታፈራርቅ ሰውን ቀዝቀዝ አርጋ ደግሞም የምታሞቅ ካሻት ሰላምን ወይንም ጦርነትን በቁጥጥሯ ነው ይህችን ዓለምን እንዴት እንያዛት ፍቅር የኛ ምድርን መስከረም ጥቅምትን ህዳር ትህሳስን ጥርና የካቲት ሚያዝያ ግንቦትን ሁል ጊዜ አለች 12 ወራት ናትና ለሰው ልጅ የወገን መከታ አንድነት ለፍቅር የሰላም አለኝታ እናመስግናት ጠዋትና ማታ እናት ናት ለሁሉም የወገን መከታ የዓለም ጎዳና እየመራቸው በእናት ጥበብ ነው ሁሉም ኃይላቸው ይህን እያወቅን በእናት አንጨክንም ሁልጊዜ ደስ ይበለን አንድነት በፍቅር እናት ሕይወት መብራት